I'd like to talk about you're so brave, you're so strong, and what I mean by that. But before we get into that, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ghazala at the Heart and Soul Cafe. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're here for the first time, then you're very, very welcome. You're so brave, you're so strong. When I lost my son just over four years ago now, it was four years last April. A lot of people came to me to pay their respects. And some people could think of nothing else to say but, you're so brave and you're so strong. You'll get through this, etc., etc., etc. Now, listening at it at that time, I probably didn't really put that much thought into it. I was in my own world, if you like, or I disconnected with the world, disconnected with people. I was in a deep, dark black hole. So I probably didn't even hear it when people said things like that to me. But people still say it now. And then later I started thinking about it. What does that mean? Well, I haven't opted for this. I didn't put my hand up and say, yes, okay, I'll be the one who loses their son because I'm so brave and I'm so strong and I can take it. You know, prior to losing my son, I think all parents go through that nightmare thinking during the day when they're not asleep, but they have that nightmare about worst case scenario would be to lose a child. You know? And I had those thoughts too, quite a few times. And prior to losing my son, I also had experiences where I heard about someone else losing a child and I thought, oh my goodness, how awful, how awful that must be. But I don't actually know what it feels like because I have not experienced it. And hopefully I will never, ever have to go through anything like that. But then I did. Yeah, I didn't choose to. I didn't opt for it. It happened. Sadly. But yes, it did. I didn't choose to be strong and I didn't choose to be brave. There was times when I felt like I wanted to throw myself against a brick wall again and again and again because I couldn't deal with the overwhelming pain with the loss, the emotional, psychological pain that it has brought was so overwhelming that I thought that if I could turn some of that emotional, psychological pain into physical pain, it might be more bearable. But it's something I thought of doing, but never actually did it. So you're so brave, you're so strong. No, I'm not brave. I'm no braver than anybody else, any other mother. I'm no stronger than any other mother that I have met. But yes, this is something that I have experienced in my life. And yes, I made a choice. And I talked about that choice in a video that I made. I think this is the second or third video that I ever made since I've started this channel or started uploading videos in this channel was a fork in the road. So it was talking about the choices I felt I had. One choice was to give up and to just lay down and wait to die because I'm not brave and I'm not strong. The other choice was I'm not brave and I'm not strong, but I want to do something in honor of my son because I feel that no one else will. Not because no one else loves him. Lots of people love him. But I knew that I would be the driving force to be able to do something positive in his name. And that's what I decided to do. Because I felt that I need to live the rest of my life for however long that is. But why not live it in a way where I can do something in his honor, in his memory, leave a legacy, and that when I get to the end, if I have a situation, if I'm in a situation or have an opportunity to look back on my life, when it comes to the end of my life, if I have an opportunity to do that, I would like to be able to say to myself, I did the best I could do with the cards I was dealt or with the situation I was in. I did the best I could have possibly have done in my means, in my intellectual means, in my physical means, financially, or any other way. I did the best I could have possibly have done. I reached out to as many people as I possibly could have done to help in his honor. I did that. And now I don't have any regrets. And that's really where I want to be. If that makes me brave and that makes me strong, then okay, so be it. But that's not how I feel. I don't feel brave and I don't feel strong. I just feel like a mother who, because of the situation she has found herself in as a result of losing her child, is sitting with those options and has decided to take that option because death is inevitable. That's one thing we're sure about. That's one thing we know. It's going to happen to all of us. So if I'm sure about that, then I'm going to get there no matter what I decide to do. If I decide to just lay there and wait until death comes, then okay. And I don't think anyone would point their finger and say, why has Ghazala done that? After all, she lost a son. And that's how she felt that she could deal with it. But I decided to try and do something positive from something so awful. Does that make me brave and does that make me strong? Maybe in some people's eyes, but not in mine. It just means that I want my son's name to be remembered in some way. I would like to leave a legacy for my children and maybe my children's children, and that's the thinking behind starting up the charity in my son's name. I volunteer for a charity where I counsel and support women. Hopefully, there will be some kind of positive impact by doing that on somebody else's life. And by having that, hopefully that positive impact on someone else's life will go on to that mother being possibly a better version of herself as a result of connecting with me, possibly. And if I mean, that's saying a lot, isn't it? But, I do get positive feedback. To be fair to myself, I do get positive feedback where people have said, you don't know how much you've helped me in such a difficult, dark time. You don't know. I can't put it into words, but I know that you have done a lot. And that makes it all worthwhile. But being brave and being strong isn't the driving force for this, to show other people that I'm brave and I am strong. It's just showing myself that, yes, I am a mother who loves, who has a son who has sadly left this physical world, but hasn't left me. He hasn't left everyone else that he loves and that love him. So being brave and being strong for me is moving forward with him. And here I am doing the things that I'm doing. Again, I didn't choose to have this. I didn't choose because I'm brave and I'm strong. I didn't. I just am the person I am. I am a mother who loves her son very, very much. I hope the content of this video has been helpful. I would love it if you could share it with others. I would love it if you could comment and like and subscribe. Those of you who have subscribed to this channel, I so am thankful. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart and soul, thank you so much. It means so much. And to build this platform, to build this community where we can maybe help one another is something that I really would like to do. I'm going to go on to doing some interviews or podcasts, if you like, with individuals who have experienced loss, and they'll share their stories with us. And so that'll break this up a little bit, because I think me just sitting here talking isn't always, I think it'd probably be a good idea to break it up and have a couple of guests on as well. So I'm hoping to do that moving forward. Let's see where that takes us. So thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, look after your hearts and souls. Thank you.